It was a party with a limited guest list. Deputy ministers from several federal ministries were in the city for one day to talk about a report on Aboriginal relations. When the meeting was said and done, there were some positives that came about.
The idea of moving oil from Alberta to BC's coast is a tough sell to First Nations in this province. That's why the Prime Minister commissioned Vancouver lawyer George Eiford to meet with First Nations. A report was issued late last year and a meeting was held in Prince George yesterday with deputy ministers from several departments talking about that report.
The report in general definitely demonstrates what the issues are between First Nations and the federal government are. And that was a good thing for the report to tell Mr. Harper that these issues are in existence, and this is why there are so many issues out here in the West.
BC's minister responsible for Aboriginal relations says the provincial government has been doing much of the partnership building when it comes to the energy sector. The report may help to bridge a gap.
One of the things that we haven't been able to do is really get the federal government engaged with it. And so, when I saw the Eiford report and I saw what they were trying to do there, I thought this might be a great opportunity for us to actually be able to bring the federal government into a lot of things that we're doing and to be able to help continue the new relationship that we have with First Nations.
John Rustad says BC has brought in programs such as revenue sharing agreements to build partnerships with First Nations. The report points to many of those success stories. And
really helping to build a different type of environment. And as the old saying goes, you can't go forward trying to do the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So we're trying to do this, and we're pleased actually that the report references some of the things that we have been doing and suggesting that the federal government should look at trying to participate in the incremental steps that we're taking.
As for the meeting, Chief Terry Teegee says while it didn't achieve anything concrete, it may prompt further meetings into the future.
For some of the chiefs, Enbridge was a no-go, so the meeting, although it ended short, it ended well in terms of how can we build relationships with the federal government. So I think there's an opportunity for them to look at meeting again.
He says perhaps it's time for the Prime Minister to pay the region a visit because it's hard to build a relationship when the conversation is one way. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.